With the 2022 World Gymnastics Championships currently underway, there's a ton of exciting gymnastics action taking place every single day. Gymnasts from dozens of countries around the world are now strutting their stuff, but more importantly, those athletes are representing their home countries with great pride. So stay tuned, you don't want to go away because Jordan Chiles and Jade Carey lead the U.S. gymnastics team to historic performance at Worlds. Plus, U.S. women earn record 6 straight World Gymnastics title. First up, has the U.S. women's gymnastics team been on a roll for the past 12 years? You bet. NCAA stars Jordan Chiles and Jade Carey aren't the only ones who helped the U.S. women's gymnastics team win their 6th straight world team title on Tuesday, November 1st. Breakout star Shilese Jones played a key role in the team's success as well. The squad has won every world championship gold medal since 2010, when the current team member Skye Blakely was only 5 years old. During qualifying rounds, U.S. women's gymnastics was more than 2.5 points ahead of the second-place team, Great Britain. The Americans were obviously favored going into the final and were off to a good start with the best event score of the day, a 43.133 score on vault. Several teams struggled with their nerves following some costly falls in the opening routines, particularly gymnasts from China and Italy. The U.S., however, had no such issues and held a 2-point lead at the halfway mark. Jordan Chiles did fall twice during qualifying, but she showed incredible strength in the finals with a lead-building routine in the same event. In the end, the U.S. finished with a combined final score of 166.564 and more than 3 points ahead of Great Britain. Great Britain finished in second place, the team's best finish ever, and the Brits were extremely pleased with the team's overall performance. Next, was Russia banned from the 2022 World Gymnastics Championships? Let's find out. Indeed, Russia, the 2020 Olympic champion, was banned from the World Gymnastics Championships due to its ongoing and merciless invasion of Ukraine. It's clear that the World Gymnastics Federation has chosen a side, and unfortunately for Russian athletes, it isn't theirs. But for now, let's look at some of the drama that unfolded at the 2022 World Gymnastics Championships. In the race for the gold and silver medals, there wasn't a great deal of drama, but in the race for the bronze medals, there was plenty. Japan seemed to be a shoo-in for the bronze medal on bars, but Kokoro Fukasawa's routine was loaded with mistakes, and this enabled Canada's gymnastics team to sweep in and capitalize on the mistakes. 3-time Olympian Ellie Black gave a terrific performance on the beam and secured Canada's first ever bronze medal victory. Black's immediate and emotional reaction following her dismount was clear to everyone in attendance, as tears of joy streamed down her face because of their hard work and effort. The U.S., Great Britain, and Canada all automatically qualify as a team for the 2024 Paris Olympics. The American women will continue their medal-winning ways with Shilese Jones and Jade Carey in the all-around competition. U.S. men will compete in the team final and are hoping to secure their first world medal since 2014. Up next, just how good is the U.S. women's gymnastics team? They're the best. The U.S. team, composed of Jordan Chiles, Shilese Jones, Jade Carey, Leanne Wong, and Skye Blakely, topped the scorecards in 3 out of 4 events, including vault, uneven bars, and floor exercise. Chiles said, "I stayed confident and trusted my gut, and everybody trusted me." One of the people who trusted Chiles to get the job done is the high-performance technical director for the U.S. women's program, Chelsea Memel. Memel herself was the 2005 world champion and a 2008 Olympic silver medalist. Memel knew she had to add Chiles' name to the lineup in the finals, and she was certain that Chiles would deliver. And deliver she did. Memel spoke of Chiles and said she needed to do that for herself. She needed to do that to prove to herself that she could do that when she needed to. "I think she's going to feel 100 times better going home." One of the most surprising performances thus far, however, has come from 27-year-old Canadian Ellie Black, who delivered a stunning beam routine during the final rotation, giving her and her team a total score of 160.563, almost a full point better than Brazil. Thanks to Black's efforts, Canada finished in the top 3 for the first time in the nation's history. Stay tuned and don't go away because we're about to bring you more gymnastics news. Up next, has China been able to rally for disaster at the 2022 World Gymnastics Championship? Let's find out. China successfully rebounded from an awful qualifying day to win the men's team title at the World Gymnastics Championships by the largest margin in 15 years. The U.S. placed 5th and extended its medal drought since clinching a bronze back in 2014. In qualifying, China had 8 falls throughout its 18 routines. This was undoubtedly demoralizing for Chinese athletes, especially when you consider the fact that the country owns the most team titles in world gymnastics history. Despite their troubles on qualifying day, the Chinese were in no danger of missing the 8-team final and qualified in 4th place. China's men's team, led by Zhang Boheng, helped his team win a major victory on Wednesday, November 2nd. The Chinese totaled 257.858 points, vaulting past longtime rival Japan by 4.463 points. This was the largest margin of victory in the men's event since the 2007 World Gymnastics Championships. The 4 most recent world men's teams titles, plus the Tokyo Olympics, were decided by less than a point. So this was a landslide victory for China's men's team. At the time of this recording, people in China are celebrating the men's team's triumphant victory. Next is a Twitter bot claiming that Simone Biles hasn't won any Olympic medals. Let's have a look. Simone Biles recently clapped back at a Twitter bot claiming the Olympic gymnast isn't nearly as decorated as she claims to be. The bot wrote, "Too bad you can't go to an Olympic medal winner for Halloween." Not wanting to take the matter lying down, Biles fired back and wrote, "I have 7 Olympic medals, do your research." Also, the bots get on my effing nerves. Be real. Say it with your chest. Stop with the fake accounts. Biles' fiancé, Houston Texans safety Jonathan Owens, echoed her response and replied in the comments section with multiple exclamation points. The bot was initially replying to a tweet Simone wrote on October 18th in which she begged people to stop dressing up as a serial killer, Jeffrey Dahmer, for Halloween. Biles wrote, "I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Put the Jeffrey Dahmer costumes back in the closet. We ain't having it." And Biles certainly wasn't the only one demanding that people stop dressing up as Jeffrey Dahmer. Shirley Hughes, the mother of Tony Hughes, who was one of Dahmer's 17 victims, said seeing people dressing as Dahmer was super triggering for her. For Halloween 2022 in America, the Jeffrey Dahmer costume choice spread like wildfire, in large part due to renewed public interest in the infamous murderer thanks to the new Netflix series titled Dahmer Monster, the Jeffrey Dahmer story. For Halloween, Biles wore a flaming hot miniskirt with a matching halter top, and Jonathan Owens was a fireman. Biles may not return to gymnastics for a while because she's taking a much-needed break and focusing on her mental health and personal well-being. Up next, did LSU gymnast Olivia Dunne tap into her dark side for Halloween? We're about to find out. Simone Biles wasn't the only American gymnast turning heads for Halloween. American artistic gymnast and social media personality Livy Dunne decided to tap into her dark side for Halloween this year. Livy was a member of the USA national gymnastics team in 2017 and is currently competing for Louisiana State University in the NCAA. The 20-year-old athlete unveiled her Halloween costume on Sunday, October 30th via Instagram, and her fans saw her sporting a black corset and leather miniskirt with black angel wings and fishnet stockings. Livy captioned the photo with the words, "Welcome to the dark side." On TikTok, where Livy has over 6 million followers, she posted a video of herself in the Halloween getup. Livy's Instagram and TikTok feeds often give fans a glimpse into the life of a Division I athlete. October has been a busy month for Livy, who was recently crowned one of the most influential athletes in the world. A company called On3 Sports, which focuses on college sports, digital media, data, and marketing, ranked Livy at the top of their list of female NIL moneymakers, valuing athletes by performance, influence, and exposure. According to On3 Sports, Livy is valued at $2.3 million, followed by Olympic gymnast Suni Lee at $1.5 million and University of Connecticut star point guard Paige Buckers at $816,000. Finally, what's the most difficult gymnastics move ever? The most difficult gymnastics move ever is the Protonova. Why? Well, it essentially takes a daredevil to perform a Protonova. It's the hardest vault in women's gymnastics. The gymnast runs full speed toward the table and launches herself forward, flipping 3 times, all before her feet even hit the mat. Russia's Yelena Protonova first completed this vault in 1999, but it was so difficult that more than a decade passed before it was ever attempted again. To date, only 5 gymnasts have attempted the Protonova in an international competition. Well, that's a wrap for this video. Thanks so much for watching.